more powerful, believe it or not, but the unions had a little more thing. They kept it in check. I had health benefits, I had this, and when they started losing their power, healthcare kind of went to the left. Now, we can bash it all we want. We can bash it all we want, we can bash the unions all we want, we can tell healthcare about it. But until, what would be your alternative? If Obamacare is not, there's got to be something to address the cost factor that's multiplying. And I'd like to ask her, what's your, you can bash it all you want. Do you have an alternative?
Very brief answer.
I can give it very brief.
I would like to hear what your answer is to do it.
The insurance that we have to pay for our malpractice insurance, lower our malpractice insurance and cut the awards on some of the...
I agree with you. I agree with you.
That will cut
let's get
the cost
the
of
lawyers out of the game.
That'll cut the cost of
medical care. I agree with you on that.
California is the only one that's done that, right?
Let's top off the malpractice.
That'll cut it immensely, and it'll put more people back into medical fields.
But you understand, my union friend, that if Obamacare is not repealed, the Cadillac health plans that most union members have are gone. Gone.
Absolutely. The Cadillac health plans that the politicians have.
Not that he is.
I turned mine down.
I know you did.
Gone.
I know you did.
So what's the answer? Here's the answer. My answer. Just mine. Not just mine, but this is mine. I'll speak just for myself. 10,000 people in this country retire every day. We're living till we're 92. This thing will break us as a country until we figure it out. So you got two roads to go. You either turn it all over to government, which I think will tip us over and the quality of care will be terrible, or we as a country grow up and we say, I want government to take care of the needy when it comes to health care, but the rest of us have to assume more of the cost for our own health care. There's no way we can support this unless we do. And Tammy Duckworth and Barack Obama are just going to say, Medicare for everybody, everybody on Medicare, now you think about the cost.
You would raise the age on Medicare and Social Security?
We have to.
Absolutely.
We have to raise the, hold on, I'll get you. We have to look to raise the retirement age. We need to raise the cap on Medicare.
Absolutely.
And we need to let younger people invest for their own retirement. Let them save for their own Social Security. And give them the power to pick and choose when it comes to their health care. There's no way we can sustain Medicare if we don't do that.
Absolutely.
Ma'am, I'm going first to you. Go ahead, my dear.
With all the money we spend on taxes for federal benefits and everything, there should be enough for us to be able to have health care for everyone.
There's not.
What we spend on government benefits and everything,
Well,
Government workers
if you put
pay
it into general health care for everybody, and then if you want it better health care, yeah, you get a job, you want something better than just going to the clinic and stuff, your company might pay for extra health care. You want better health care, you pay for the extra health care. But otherwise, there should be a general health care for everybody.
well, again, that's a legit viewpoint. If you believe, as Duckworth does, in a government-run
government shop.
Well, if you believe in that and you want everybody on government-run health care, hats off to you. I don't think it will work. I think it will bankrupt us as a country, and it will kill our businesses. Just kill. But you got to pick your side, guys, on this. You raise a great point.
Well, we're dumping a lot of money in federal benefits for insurance. How come everybody can't have that insurance and politicians do?
The biggest, but again, we got to be, government does too much that it shouldn't do, but we got to be smart. The biggest piece of the government pie is Medicare, Medicaid, and Social Security by far. It's the fastest growing piece. Unless we figure this one out, we're sunk. And we can't even afford Medicare. Does everybody realize that if we don't fix Medicare, just talking about Medicare, it's gone in 10 years. It will be gone. Now we take this thing called Obamacare, which is going to be even bigger than Medicare, and right now we can't afford Medicare.
And it's taking $500 billion from Medicare.
Well, yeah, we don't even get into that. To fund Obamacare, they're going to take money from Medicare because Obama's real aim is to get everybody off of Medicare. He wants everybody on Obamacare. And you talk about our veterans, he wants our veterans off of TRICARE. Look at his latest budget. He takes an axe to TRICARE. His goal is to put everybody on government-run health care. Yes?
It's going to sound weird, but the third most listened to radio program is Michael Savage.
Do that.
Has anybody heard of, anybody listen to Michael Savage here? Anybody?
Yes.
All right.
Where is Michael Savage? What's his station?
He's on 1530. You can get him on the AM. He went 2 years ago. He went to lunch with Mitt Romney. Mitt Romney refuses to go on his program. Nobody goes on his program because he's
Brutal.
He's brutal, but he's honest. Would you go on to his program? Have you heard of him?
I've been on his program.
You have been on his program?
Oh, wow.
Recently?
Maybe 5 or 6 months ago was the last time.
Oh, you have?
A couple times.
I religiously listen.
Well, guys, come on. And again, I know I've got my opposition here filming me. This is a big, diverse country. There are a lot of opinions. There are
No, because he's a guy that I equate with you. You're in his. You know, and he always talks about that Americans are afraid to get mad. Everybody gets insulted. Everybody gets, and I think you've spent, we talked about it earlier, but I think you've spent way too much time talking about defending Tammy Duckworth. She is no out of record. She's not a hero. Just because she wore the uniform, she's not a hero.
Your opinion.
That's your opinion.
I know that's my opinion,
your
but I think that denigrates the people who are true heroes. Should she be respected for wearing the uniform? Absolutely. I come from a military family. I didn't serve in the military. My dad was in the Marines. My brother was in the Marines. My stepson is in the Navy right now. I don't consider any of them heroes. I respect them. But you're going to be a hero, Joe Walsh, because you're going to go out there and you're going to talk and you're going to speak and you're not afraid to lose. And when you go out there and you say the stuff that nobody else will say, and if you lose this election because you said it, you're my hero.
And you're buying me beers for the rest of my adult
You're my
life.
hero.
Republicans continue to say repeal instead of replace. That's a semantic thing.
Hold on. Let me address my friend, and then I'll address my friend from Tennessee.
But you're not afraid to lose.
I have said from the moment I got elected, and it drives my staff crazy. What are you doing?
I don't want to hear you say it again. I'll say she's a hero. Okay, I'm sorry.
No, I'm not saying that.
Good.
We're going to go out in the back. You
I
and
think we
are.
are. Sound like you haven't threatened to punch somebody before.
I'll make a prediction. I'll make a prediction. My friends from Tammy's campaign will put this up on YouTube this week. I have said from the moment I got elected, I could give a damn about my next election. I am scared to death for this country, and I'm going to say what I believe and do what I believe to try to save the country and to do my part. And if people send me back home, fine. I am going to fight for this country because 236 years ago, men and women risked everything to start this damn thing. And men and women have died to save it. And we are this close to losing it. And if you don't believe we're this close, you're blind. Half of this country isn't paying income taxes. Half of this country is dependent upon government. Right now, we are, and by the way, guys, we're not 16 trillion in debt. We're like 90 trillion in debt. We're about $1 million. Every taxpayer in this country owes about $1 million right now because of the cowardice your politicians have had, because we keep growing government and we don't even think about paying the bill.
They have commercials now, trying to get people onto food stamps.
Yeah.
Oh, they're supposed to hold parties and all
They
sorts
have commercials trying to get people on food stamps. And it's not food stamps anymore, it's a link card so they're not embarrassed. People on food stamps used to shop at 10 o'clock at night because they were embarrassed. Now they go in with their link cards and they're not embarrassed.
And they're gambling, and they're going to strip joints, and
Guys, they got nicer cars than I do.
Yes, sir.
What is your view on foreign policy and how, can you change or do different things in order to bring more of the money that's outside of the country back into our country with regards to that? Because the drilling thing is definite. We should be doing it in our country, but other stuff also.
He's working for another beer. So it's
I bought my own. Even though you haven't, I bought my own.
One of the committees I sit on is Homeland Security. I can tell you without batting an eye that there are evil people around the world and in Glendale Heights, evil people trying to get their hands on weapons and kill us. It's going on every day. And so we either decide as a country that we're going to fight against that or we're not. I want my government and us fighting against us. Now, having said that, we do a lot of things around the world we don't need to do. I've been on record for a year now. Come home from Afghanistan
Tomorrow.
Today. I'll beat you by day. Come home today. In this war on terror, what we're doing in Afghanistan isn't helping us. Come home now. I don't want to invade every country like Libya and Syria and all these other countries where there are people in the grassroots trying to, you know, get free and shed themselves from tyranny. We should encourage them and do whatever we can, but we don't invade countries to make them like us. But we have to fight this evil, because it's evil, radical Islam, and they're trying to kill us. Final point on foreign policy. We have no closer, better friend in the world than Israel. We have to defend Israel with everything we have. And this president is not Israel's friend. First time in my lifetime, this president is not Israel's friend, and that is a frightening proposition.
It's the only leader he hasn't bowed to.
Yes, sir.
I'd like to say, I like to see crime and race relations addressed in this country. Something, another issue.
How are we going to do it? Great.
Well, I didn't hear the question.
Crime and race relations. What can we do?
Well, what needs to be done is we need to work and get into the Justice Department and look into the hate crime groups. Everyone's a protected group in this country, except for Caucasians and veterans.
And Christians.
And Christians, I'm sorry. But all the groups that are protected are pro-Obama, believe me. And everyone, he's against everyone else that's not a protected group under the Civil Rights Act.
Well,
That's an issue.
you're right. You look at Obama's Justice Department. You got states that are trying to protect their border, and what's Obama doing? He's suing those states. You've got states that want to pass a law that says you need one of these, a photo ID to vote. And what's Obama doing? He's suing them, saying you can't do that.
Lawsuit against Florida, he lost already.
Yeah.
Are they going to ask for ID when you go to?
You are right.
Are they going to ask for ID when you go to the National Convention or Democrats game?
It's a good question. I don't know. I won't be there.
I do.
Look, I've been very outspoken in what I think of this president. He was elected because he's a historic figure. End of story. Our first black president. Most hold on. Most everyone understands he really wasn't ready to be president. Now the question is the country smart enough now to objectively look at his record and actually judge him on his record? I think the country's smart enough to do that.
Who's the next vice president on the Republic? Romney wins. Who do you want vice president?
Rubio? You know, I don't know. If I had to predict, I'd
I said
say...
who do you want?
You want me to say who I want?
Who would you want, then who would you predict?
You could put me on the spot all afternoon.
That's why I vote. That's why I would vote for you, yes.
Look at you see how look at how we conditioned him.
I'm waiting.
It's early. I don't know. I'll throw some names at you. I like Chris Christie because he says it like it is.
Are you on the short list?
Very short, yeah. Not that short. About 5'10". It's on another short.
I don't know that I have a comeback for that. No, I'm probably not on the short list. My hunch is that Romney is going to, as he should, pick somebody who's ready to be president. I'd look at Rob Portman in Ohio. I'd look at Paul Ryan in Wisconsin.
That's why I like
maybe.
Paul Ryan.
I'd look at Tim Pawlenty, the former governor of Minnesota. Hey, I don't mind the boring pick.
But everybody else does. They love the answers.
You know what?
Yeah, Biden's not boring. Look what a disaster he is.
This election